season annual veggie, and for a successful crop, okra seeds require a warm environment to germinate and grow. They thrive in hot summer temperatures. Growing them does require warm weather, but by using seedlings, we can save 3 weeks or more from its usual long season. As long as okra seedlings are handled gently, they can be slipped into the garden or large containers just as the hot season begins. A staple in southern cooking, healthy and productive okra plants can feed a family for several months. Since we desire to grow okra, we waited until all threats of cold temperatures passed before planting in the raised bed. Okra seedlings have a fragile taproots that we need to be careful not to damage. Thoroughly watering the seedlings an hour before planting them is essential. Gently remove them from the pot, separate the seedlings, and set them about 10 inches apart. Plant slightly deeper, about half inch, than they grew in their pots. Water the little plants if rain is not expected, but wait a few days before mulching to give the soil a chance to absorb the sun's warmth. Okra is appreciated for its ability to withstand drought compared to other veggies, but for good growth and production, we will need to water at least an inch a week. Okra is a fast-growing crop. The fruits are ready for harvesting in anywhere from 50 to 65 days, usually producing large crops. Once the okra flower is seen blooming, we can expect to start harvesting in just a few days. Continue harvesting the pods every couple of days so that they don't turn hardy and stinging. Okra stems contain fine prickly hairs, so wearing gloves and a long-sleeved shirt when working around the plants is desirable. Unwashed okra stores well in the refrigerator for about a week. There are several ways to use okra. In the Atlantic Southeast, it is widely used in gumbos and stews. It can be boiled and served with butter, salt, and pepper. However, boiled okra has a slimy texture. My favorite ways to prepare okra are pickled or fried. We planned on growing heirloom corn last year, so it was important for us to understand the different types of corn and how they are used. We had quite a few options as we were looking for a corn on the cob type, sweet corn, and also want to make cornmeal and maybe for an animal feed. Corn usually germinates in 10 to 14 days. Keeping the soil moist but not standing water is essential as seeds can rot if they are left in soggy conditions. Corn is wind pollinated, so we planted them in blocks rather than in a single row. We planted seeds outdoors approximately 2 weeks after the last spring frost. It's important to get corn planted as soon as possible since it requires a fairly long growing period with warm weather. Seeds were planted 1.5 to 3 inches deep and 4 to 6 inches apart. Corn is considered a heavy feeder, so we fertilize it as soon as seed sprouts 2 inches tall and planted it in nutrient-rich soil. We knew intellectually that the exceptionally essential thing for developing excellent yields is excellent soil. The ideal soil for growing corn is loose and medium texture, high in water holding capacity, well drained, and plenty of organic matter. In particular, the scorching heat waves during the summer months could have a detrimental impact on corn cultivation. The high temperatures and dry weather cause a depletion of soil moisture, which can lead to nutrient deficiency with extensive loss of green leaf tissue. And it also limits the pollen viability and silk receptivity. That causes a significant reduction in seed setting, leading to reduced yield and poor quality of the harvested crop. The corn variety we planted was Hopi Blue. It can be eaten as a sweet corn when young, or allow it to dry. It can be used to make a flour. Hopi Blue has a higher protein content than an ear of dent corn and makes wonderful tortillas. The 7-inch dried blue ears also make great autumn decorations. Plants are 5 to 6 feet tall.